the new lawsuit coming with Jay, the part with Jay. I go, oh, like
To us,
that had to be there.
we getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing.
The internet just hit the panic button, the rumor alarm, and the replay button at the same time because Jay-Z leaked chatter started bubbling, and right on cue, 50 Cent stepped into the conversation like gasoline wearing sneakers. And whenever those two names show up in the same online storm, you already know this is not going to be quiet, polite, or boring. This isn't mild celebrity gossip, this is heavyweight hip-hop chess with meme pages acting as referees and comment sections, throwing folding chairs. One wave of leak rumors shows up, and suddenly the timeline is moving like a stock market crash mixed with a rap documentary trailer. Fans are yelling, critics are speculating, and reaction channels are eating like it's an all-you-can-trend buffet. Some say it's overblown, some say it's serious, some say it's another internet exaggeration with special effects. But when 50 Cent reacts to anything involving Jay-Z controversy talk, people lean in like the plot just thickened, because history says when these moments collide, fireworks don't ask permission. Strap in, because once we unpack the rumor wave, the reaction energy, and the reputation shock radius, you'll see why this story didn't just trend. The moment the Jay-Z leak rumors started bubbling across the timeline, the internet didn't walk, it sprinted. Not confirmed facts, not official reports, rumors, whispers, screenshots. And did you see this? Posts flying around like confetti at a controversy parade. And in today's attention economy, you don't need proof to trend, you just need momentum and a comment section with cardio. Now add one more ingredient to the pot: 50 Cent reaction energy. And suddenly this isn't just rumor chatter, it's premium drama seasoning. Because whenever 50 Cent steps anywhere near a controversy conversation, subtlety packs its bags and leaves the country. His online persona doesn't whisper, it posts with bass. The timeline lit up fast. Reaction posts, reposts, quote posts, and this is getting crazy. Captions started stacking like dominoes. People weren't even asking if the leak rumors were verified, they were already debating what it means. That's the internet's favorite sport: skipping step 1 and arguing step 5. Let's slow this down for half a second and set the stage. Jay-Z is not just a rapper in public perception, he's treated like hip-hop royalty, corporate chess master, billionaire brand architect, and cultural symbol rolled into one human headline. When rumors smoke appears anywhere near that level of celebrity altitude, people don't assume spark, they assume wildfire. So when leak talk, real, fake, exaggerated, or misunderstood starts circulating, the reaction ecosystem activates. Immediately, commentary channels hit record, meme pages clock in, thread writers stretch their fingers like pianists before a concert. Nobody wants to be last to react. Being second is acceptable. Being late is unforgivable. Then comes the 50 Cent factor, and this is where things get extra spicy. Because his reputation online is basically, if there's smoke, I'm bringing a spotlight and a microphone. His reactions, whether jokes, jabs, sarcasm, or shade, tend to pour rocket fuel on already burning topics. Not because he files legal briefs, but because he knows how to push the entertainment gas pedal. The moment he reacts even vaguely, the internet reads it like a movie trailer voiceover. Fans start saying, "Oh, it's serious now." Not because new facts appeared, but because a loud personality entered the room. Volume creates perceived weight. That's a psychological trick social media plays every day. And let me tell you, interpretation athletes showed up immediately. People started dissecting tone, wording, timing, emoji choice, punctuation. I saw folks analyzing captions like ancient prophecy text. Why that word? Why that timing? Why that joke? Sir, sometimes a joke is just a joke, but online, nothing is allowed to be just anything. The sarcasm wave rolled in right behind it. Memes comparing the situation to rap game chess matches. Edits showing dramatic movie clips with hip-hop captions. Fake documentary posters. When rumor meets rivalry history, the meme industry prints money. Now let's talk rivalry mythology, because that matters here. Even when two major figures aren't actively in conflict, the internet keeps a historical scoreboard alive forever. Old tensions, old interviews, Old competitive moments, they get dusted off and re-exhibited like museum artifacts the second new controversy appears. Context doesn't just matter, it gets remixed. People started pulling old quotes, old clips, old subliminal lines, stitching them together like a cinematic trailer for a feud sequel. Not because the present confirmed it, but because the past makes a story more entertaining. And entertainment value is the #1 currency in viral storytelling. Meanwhile, reasonable voices tried to say, these are still rumors. Those voices were treated like speed bumps at a monster truck rally. Because rumor storms don't run on brakes, they run on engagement. Caution is boring. Certainty is clickable. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Nobody likes admitting the phrase leak rumor online often functions like a starter pistol, not a conclusion. It signals the beginning of speculation season. From that moment on, people stop asking if and start arguing what it means. Meaning gets debated before truth gets established. Reaction live streams popped up everywhere. Split screens, dramatic titles, urgent tones. You'd think a meteor was heading toward the Billboard charts. Everybody had a breakdown, an angle, an exclusive interpretation. Amazing how many exclusives exist when nobody has primary evidence. The audience split into predictable camps. One side saying this is overblown internet theater. Another side saying where there's smoke there's fire. A third side saying both sides are wrong and still watching every update anyway. That's the silent majority, addicted but annoyed. What really poured gasoline on the attention flame wasn't proof, it was uncertainty mixed with personality. Uncertainty keeps people refreshing. Strong personalities keep people reacting. Combine both and you get a self-feeding content machine. And here's the key at this stage. The story isn't about facts yet. It's about momentum, about reaction, velocity, about narrative formation speed. The snowball doesn't need to be real, it just needs to roll downhill. Once the rumor wave reached cruising altitude, escalation didn't politely knock, it kicked the door off the hinges. Because now the story wasn't just leaked chatter plus a 50-cent reaction. No. Now it was a full digital spectacle with side characters, expert panels made of people with ring lights, and memes arriving faster than food delivery. Reaction channels multiplied like they were grown in a lab. Every creator with a microphone and a strong opinion jumped into the ring. Titles got louder, thumbnails got redder, arrows got thicker. You know it's serious when the thumbnail has 3 circles and a shocked face. That's the universal symbol for the algorithm is about to eat. Breakdown videos started slicing reactions to reactions to reactions. We reached meta-drama altitude. People weren't analyzing the rumor anymore, they were analyzing how other people analyzed the rumor. That's when you know a controversy has unlocked its extended cinematic universe. The meme pages? Oh, they went full Olympic mode. Edits comparing the situation to rap game chess, corporate boardroom thrillers, and mafia movie standoffs. One viral meme showed a movie negotiation table with captions like rumors, reactions, and internet detectives, all pointing fake laser dots at each other. Disrespectful, hilarious, extremely shareable. Pop culture analogies started flying like popcorn in a hot pan. Folks said this feels like a crossover episode between a hip-hop documentary and a courtroom drama written by Twitter. Others said the tension level makes reality TV look like a nature walk with soft music. When exaggeration goes mainstream, you know engagement is healthy and accuracy is on vacation. Then came the insider voice invasion, you know the type. Random accounts claiming mysterious knowledge. I heard from someone close to the situation. Congratulations, that's the weakest evidence format on Earth. But did it spread? Of course it did. Rumors travel first class. Verification. Hitchhikes. Some posts spoke with the confidence of legal verdicts and the sourcing of a fortune cookie. Yet shares kept climbing. Because online, confidence sells better than caution. A loud maybe beats a quiet fact every time. The 50-cent reaction factor kept echoing through this phase. Every joke, every jab, every sarcastic tone got reposted like it was a headline bulletin. People treat his humor like commentary with extra gravity. Not because it proves anything, but because it amplifies everything. Loud reactions create Perceived legitimacy. It's not evidence, it's volume physics. Comment sections turned into digital gladiator arenas. Not disagreement, combat. Paragraphs swinging at each other like folding chairs. Some users wrote essays longer than college applications. Others responded with one savage sentence and 3 laughing emojis. Both sides equally convinced, equally loud, equally screenshot ready. Let's talk outrage performance because this face had Broadway-level acting. Caps lock in a full sprint. Alarm emojis reproducing. Moral declarations delivered like campaign. Speeches. Some people weren't reacting, they were auditioning for chief emotional officer of the timeline. At the same time, the counterbalance crowd tried to inject oxygen into the room. They reminded everyone that rumors are not rulings, reactions are not proof, and sarcasm is not testimony. They were correct, which is exactly why half the audience scrolled past them to watch someone yell instead. Because here's the algorithmic law of the land: calm is invisible, conflict is discoverable. Old rivalry mythology got pulled out of storage again. Past competitive moments, old interviews, historic tensions all reposted like flashback scenes in a sequel trailer. The internet loves continuity. If a new rumor appears, it immediately connects it to every old dramatic thread like a conspiracy corkboard. People started saying things like, "This has been building." Has it? Maybe, maybe not. But narrative momentum loves retroactive prophecy. Humans enjoy feeling like they predicted things even when they didn't. Live stream debates turned into verbal boxing matches about hypothetical boxing matches. Guests interrupting guests. Hosts reacting to chat, reacting to guests, reacting to rumors. It was chaos layered on chaos like a 7-layer dip of confusion. The funniest part, half the loudest voices kept saying, "I don't even care about this," while producing their 9th post about it. Internet denial is a beautiful art form, but beneath the comedy, sarcasm, memes, and shouting Olympics, something more serious started forming: narrative hardening. Opinions stopped being flexible. Positions turned into identity badges. Once people publicly pick a side, changing their mind feels like losing a championship belt. And when narrative hardening happens, consequences are not far behind. Because perception starts locking in before facts ever show up, now we enter the stage most people underestimate: the fallout zone. This is where the noise drops half a notch, but the impact doubles. Because once rumor storms, big-name reactions, and rivalry mythology collide, the internet doesn't just move on, it files a permanent label and laminates it. By this point, the Jay-Z leak rumors, verified or not, plus 50 Cent's loud reaction energy have already fused into a public storyline. Not a confirmed truth, a storyline. And storylines are more powerful than facts in the viral ecosystem because they're easier to remember and more fun to argue about. Facts are vegetables, narratives are dessert. Some viewers now walk away saying, "Something big must be behind this." Others walk away saying, "This was inflated internet theater." Same rumor cloud, opposite conclusions, both delivered with courtroom confidence. That's perception culture, where interpretation drives the bus and verification is jogging behind trying to catch up. Here's where reputation gravity kicks in. When you're a giant figure like Jay-Z, mogul, icon, business heavyweight, even unproven controversy chatter sticks like static electricity. Not because it's confirmed, but because it's repeated. Repetition is the internet's counterfeit printing machine for credibility. Say a maybe enough times and people hear a yes, and the uncomfortable truth is this: denial, silence, humor, or dismissal all get interpreted differently by different camps. If you respond, you're defensive. If you don't respond, you're hiding. If you joke, you're deflecting. If you clarify, you're controlling narrative. There is no PR move that escapes interpretation. Olympics. The 50 Cent factor adds another layer to the aftermath. His reaction doesn't just live in the moment, it echoes. Screenshots travel. Quotes get reused. Jokes become captions for weeks. His commentary becomes part of the rumor story, whether the rumor holds up or not. That's amplification residue. When reaction outlives origin, brand optics start sweating quietly in the background during phases like this. Not publicly, privately. Big brands and partners don't panic post, they risk calculate. Entertainment controversy is manageable. Unverified scandal rumor mixed with loud rivalry reaction is unpredictable. And unpredictability makes corporate spreadsheets nervous. But here comes the paradox twist that makes the internet such a strange beast. Controversy risk rises and visibility rises at the same time. Streams spike, searches jump, old interviews resurface, catalog plays increase, reaction content multiplies, noise equals reach. Even criticism feeds distribution like premium fuel. Engagement doesn't care about innocence or guilt, it cares about activity. But behind the metrics, real-world effects are less funny. Reputational friction creates private pressure. Conversations happen off-camera that never trend. Advisors get involved. Strategies get reviewed. Tone gets recalibrated. None of that gets meme music, but it's real. Another long-tail effect is narrative lock. Once the audience assigns roles instigator, reactor, target, troll, truth teller, every future action gets filtered through that casting choice. If Jay-Z posts something business-related, some will read strategy. If 50 jokes again, some will read escalation. Characters replace humans. Roles replace nuance. Here's the brutal math of viral storytelling: complexity loses, simplicity wins. Leak rumors plus rival reaction spreads faster than unverified chatter amplified by personality dynamics. One fits in a headline, the other needs a seminar. Headlines win every time. Audience fatigue also creeps in quietly but steadily. Some viewers start saying, "This is getting dragged," while still watching every update like it's a series finale. Drama exhaustion is real, but curiosity addiction is stronger. People complain and consume simultaneously. It's a psychological double feature. Speculation now shifts from "is it true" to "what happens next?" Will there be clarification? A joke response? A denial? A diss line? An interview moment that gets clipped out of context and fed back into the machine? In controversy culture, the sequel is always assumed before the credits roll. Media ecosystems also pick their flavor and stick to it. Some outlets frame it as serious smoke. Others frame it as overblown chatter. Once a framing lane is chosen, every update gets painted that color. Same event, different movie posters. Through all the sarcasm, memes, hot takes, live stream debates, and digital shouting matches, one quiet truth stands like a brick wall the public almost never sees. The full behind-the-scenes reality during rumor cycles. Only fragments, only angles, only interpretations filtered through personalities and platforms, partial visibility, full judgment. That's the social media contract written in invisible ink. The storm might sound like it's calming, but in this ecosystem, calm is usually just the loading screen before the next spike. Because when major names, rumor energy, and outspoken reactions collide, the echo lasts longer than the original sound. All right, now the rumors smoke, the reaction, fireworks, and the internet courtroom drama are all sitting on the table. You've heard the chatter, seen the reaction energy, watched the meme Olympics, and survived the comment section civil war. Now I want your verdict, and don't give me the boring version. Do you think this whole situation is serious smoke, exaggerated noise, or premium internet theater with surround sound? Did the reaction make it bigger, or was it already big before the reaction hit? Drop your take in the comments and defend it like your username is on the line. Build your case. Bring your logic. Bring your sarcasm. Bring your wild theories. I read the sharp ones and the savage ones. If this breakdown hit harder than a surprise diss track, smash that like button like it owes you money and changed its number. Subscribe like your notification bell is your personal scandal radar system. Turn it on so you don't show up late asking what happened when the whole timeline already held a trial and released a documentary. Share this video with that friend who says, "I'm done with rap drama," but somehow has every update, every clip, and every opinion within 5 minutes. Yes, that undercover analyst. Send it immediately. Remember, rumor storms don't retire. Celebrity reactions don't stay quiet. And internet chaos runs a 24-hour shift. New controversies, new reactions, new narrative explosions drop here constantly, and the next one is always closer than it looks. Stay loud in the comments. Stay sharp with your takes. Stay ready for the next digital earthquake.